Cougar 26 RBI, rear bath with an island, easily half-ton towable, like 62 pound trailer here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. At any point you're curious to learn a little more about it, like price tags or links or tank capacities, handy little link down here in the video description that says check for price and availability. That'll show you what we have, how it's equipped, and what we're asking with its current equipment and discount packages. There's a lot to talk about here, so I want to get dug right in, like the fact we have this big front baggage compartment here. And I like trailers that have these just simple, easy, one-hand baggage doors. Now, little detail stuff I've noticed is really, like, this Cougar is such an unbelievably copycatted brand out there in the market. It's not even funny, but I see little detail stuff, like the extra little magnetic baggage doors, the fully laminated baggage doors, so that you have a nice thermal barrier between your bed and the grate outside out here. Those little details often get missed from a lot of brands, I've noticed. And the best way I can describe how the Cougar brand is copied out there is like, take a document and then run it through a copy machine, and you have something that, you know, will generally function the same, but the fine detail is missing. That's the best way I can describe all the Cougar copycats out there. They, again, miss all those little fine details, like the wrap over roof line up here. Most brands don't do that. That's something that you see on like luxury level fifth wheels with their stamped steel roof truss system. It's lighter weight than aluminum. It also provides better insulation due to the fact that aluminum roof trusses are actually, they're tubular aluminum. Well, there's big gaps in your insulation there that with a stamped steel roof truss you can stuff insulation into those trusses. This is a double arched, 6-inch arched roof here with a 3/8 walk-on deck. Now, what's very cool on your Cougar brand, which this is another detail thing a lot of brands have missed, is the walk-on roof construction is mirrored with walk-on slide-out construction. And it's worth more than simply walking on. Here in the Midwest, if we get like a freak heavy wet snow in the spring or the fall, which that happens, or if you're camping at a place in the summertime with pine cones, you want to get up there and walk on that and broom it off, you can do that on a Cougar. Other brands with a cheaper slide box system, the roof might deflect inward, and once it deflects, it never fully recoils, and after enough times, what you're going to get is a couple things. One, if it deflects enough, you're going to get a water puddle on top of your slide, and then when you run your slide in, where do you think all that water's going to go? Because it's below the wipe seal line. It's going to go right in your RV and slosh all over the place, and then you're going to be furious. You're going to think, this thing's got a leak, and I'm upset. As well you should be. The other thing is, if it deflects down enough and it breaks below that seal point, now you do have a full-blown leak, and every time it rains, you're going to be really disappointed. Other detail stuff, like instead of a color-infused cap, they have a full automotive paint facility at Keystone. They have a 175,000 square foot paint facility where they do all their caps, and they also, you see, have this little stone deflection liner on the bottom here, and it's aggressively tall to keep this thing looking good. And that is honestly the thing I find my favorite quality of your Cougar series, is that whether it's the trailers, the Xlite fifth wheels, or the big fifth wheels, they don't they care as much today, I guess is the best way to say it. They care as much today, the way this looks now, as it's going to look 7, 8, 9, 10 years from now. They want it to continue to look good, you know? We have an enclosed, forced air heated underbelly, along with that total 3-inch laminated floor. You've got a very good extended season opportunity here in your Xlite trailers. There's slide outs. This is all a seal gripping slide wall so that it pulls this slide seal as tight as it possibly can. Now there's another thing they do, and it's not like easy to show you here. It's an easier thing to put your hands on. But inside here they have a second wipe seal, and then inside of that they actually have a channel. If water does magically somehow manage to work its way through 2 wipe seals, there's now a channel that will direct that water down and drain it out of the trailer before it gets into the trailer. Another thing, those detail things that get lost by a lot of brands, is this. Doesn't seem terribly impressive right here, of course, but when you go down the road, this extra seal, this extra wipe seal here that makes contact with the slide out, is now acting as a barrier to prevent water spray off your tires from getting to the bottom of your slide box. And while we're down here, if water does run down the side of your slide box, this is another detail thing a lot of brands lose. There's a little channel right here. And again, not terribly impressive to look at on the video, but see, what happens is water will flow down a surface until it's obstructed. Well, when it hits this channel, it can't just continue to go around a smooth bend and into the bottom part of your floor here. What's going to happen is it hits this and it will bead and then drip down, so it prevents damage to your trailer floor. These are little detail things, but they're big structure feature things. And these are a lot of the big things that a lot of other brands don't have, like the insulated slide-out floors that come standard on every Cougar. These are features not usually found at this market segment. You know, almost everybody seems to have power awning with LED lights nowadays. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on talking about a power tongue jack. I'm going to tell you about the little detail features here that the other brands lack. So, you know, I told you how there's a link in our video description, little outside TV hookup, by the way. If there's things that you like as we go through this video, then please give us a call and allow us the opportunity to earn your business. Without business, there can be no more videos, and I know that we have quite a few fans out here. Anti-slip aluminum steps. Neat part about these aluminum steps is, unlike a lot of the steel steps, they're far less inclined to like get corroded and seize up after you know, a couple years of use. Again, they're really concerned with how this thing's going to continue to function years from now. And I've always liked these friction hinge doors so that they don't just slam against the side of the trailer. Stepping inside here, I got a little cold step setting in, by the way, so it's getting to be that Midwest, you know, humid, wet season in the fall here at the time of this filming, so you know, getting a little case of the nose crud, pardon me. Good LED lighting package in this, and even with big windows letting in lots of light, you could see how much that brightened it up in here. Now, remember I mentioned 6-inch double arched ceiling here. These roof batten strips, they just really set that off and really highly accent that. And I don't use fisheye lenses. This is what it looks like. And it is just shy. It's 6 foot 10 inches, just shy of 7 foot here at the apex of that. So, this is the cashmere decor. This is the lighter interior decor. There's also vineyard, which is got a really deep, rich red wine sort of look to it. And platinum, which is every color except platinum, so figure that one out. My point is, the one we have in stock could look a little bit different from the one here in this video. We've got trifold memory foam hide-a-bed sleeper sofa. All Cougar sleeper sofas are hide-a-beds like that, the memory foam ones. They give you easy access to the storage below the benches in your Cougars, which is really nice. I put basically the biggest windows they possibly could in here, though I do like that they did leave some storage here in the slide out. And I love these things. Any little location specific light is touch activated. I think that is just the coolest thing. I hope more and more brands adopt that. Solid surface kitchen counters in your Cougar kitchens. And that's true here in the Xlite trailer all the way up through the big Cougar. So you're getting some very nice features here at an aggressive price point and very aggressive weight category. And you can see that this island is nothing but storage. By going with a waterproof hard surface counter, they can recess the sink. You've got a nice stainless sink down here with a fitted sink cover. And it's pretty heavy duty. I mean, you can really use that as counter space. And as opposed to solid surface counter inserts, which if you don't stow them when you travel, they can bounce and they can crack and chip and break. That's never going to fail. Leave that thing there and don't even worry about it. And I like how easy access power outlets are. You see there's a power outlet up there. You've got great appliance and prep space here in this Cougar kitchen. Man, pardon the sniffles. It's only going to get worse as the year goes on here. Big 8 cubic foot stainless appliance bundle starting with our, stainless appliance bundle starting with our 8 cubic foot refrigerator freezer over to our stove. Now, because they extended this slide, they could have put the microwave directly above the oven and cut that off. But look at all the storage and countertop space you would have given up. This gives you all sorts of drawer space that this floor plan would otherwise lack. And I think that's why the Cougar version of this floor plan has continued to be a strong seller when other brands have actually stopped producing this floor plan. I think it's because they don't build functional, smart versions of a floor plan like this big pantry. And this is an easy to access pantry with a big wide door that you can easily get in. And once again, just one of those little touch activated lights. And you can see how much that's doing for you in here. That is a very cool feature in there. Probably one of the best parts of this floor plan, though, is the rear bathroom. Now, they've made a really smart decision here, and they went with just a full-on fifth wheel sized shower. And this is the exact same shower you get in a bigger Cougar Xlite fifth wheel. And that's something that I like about it, is you get that big like 50-inch walk-in shower. You've got plenty of headroom. You've got a space to sit down if you need to when you bathe. Excellent floor space back here too. And that's my favorite part about these big rear bathrooms. You actually have a place you can get dressed when you get out of the shower. You don't think about that usually when you're shopping, but you can think about that here. Here's something else I've really noticed. I started keying into the fact that their interior wall construction in a Cougar was really thick, and then I started like hammering on this thing. There's a reason I'm smacking this, because they fully frame their doors at Cougar with a header. And I'm pointing that out because it's something that you can't see, and it's something that most brands don't do. Most brands don't fully structurally frame an entry door. And that's why even without the jacks down, I've yet to see a Cougar that has a problem with the door opening and closing. I took it for granted for a number of years in this business. We'd be out here on the lot, I'd be with a client, showing him a trailer, and the bathroom door wouldn't stay latched shut. And someone's like, man, is there something wrong with it? I said, no, it's because the trailer's not level, so it's not exactly square. Well, this isn't exactly level, and it doesn't have a problem, and it's smooth as butter right here. I mean, that's exactly how doors are supposed to work. All of your doors, by the way, are a big, nice hardwood door with hardwood door frame, and this is all screwed cabinet style, so the wood is screwed together, not stapled. And I tell you what, there's no such thing as too much storage in an RV, but you saw the kitchen has good storage, and this is fantastic bath storage space. Like that pantry that is extra wide, it's very easy to get into. You see you've got extra closet space, you've got extra linen space, and something they're very good at in a Cougar too is a big sink. And this is another one of those detail things where I've seen the copycats have a little baby bunkhouse sink. This is a very nice couples coach with a beautiful rear bathroom, and you need room to actually wash your hands, you know. GFI protected outlets with room for, you know, like your toothbrushes and stuff, and just even extra space down here. And I look at that and I'm like, that's going to be perfect for like shampoos and things like that. All rooms have just a single light switch as well, which is really nice. Our entertainment options are fantastic. You see the TV does swing right out, so it can easily face any of the seating, or it can twist around to kind of face the kitchen too if you're cooking up a storm. AM, FM, CD, DVD, Bluetooth player. Seems like a lot of brands have things like that nowadays. Not going to spend a lot of time there. I do like the centralized control center here though. All of your main buttons and switches and everything are in one handy spot. Now, sometimes it's not so much something that a brand has, where sometimes having less of something is a good idea. And here's what I mean. Instead of having a big bulky construction in front of us right here, they left you an open area with some coat hooks. And I realized that this is purpose built by design, because when I go camping, one of the problems I have in the trailer that I usually go in is there's nowhere to put shoes. When I walk in my trailer, I'm tripping over shoes. Well, now we have a perfect little corner here for shoes, boots, whatever you got. Place to hang a little spring, summer, fall jacket. Well, probably not summer jacket, but spring, fall jacket. You get the idea. Again, heavy duty interior wall construction. You know, it just doesn't buckle. It's just better that way. Sliding pocket privacy door here. And again, one switch for your bedroom lights. And what I like is the location of this switch. You can flick the lights on as you're heading into the bedroom. You can shut the lights on as you're heading out. It makes sense. I like that. We've got the Cougar King bed. It's a wider bed, 5 inches more per person, 10 inches wider total, so that you've got plenty of elbow room. So if you're bigger folks, or if you just sprawl, you know, I tend to toss and turn a lot, plus I'm big. So, and then of course my wife and I, we fight for the sheets and blankets. We're one of those couples. So it's nice that we have a little bit extra here to play with. And something I like here is the way they used every square inch of that nose cap. They recessed that headboard into the nose cap to give you extra space up there for whatever stuff you need in your bedroom. Alarm clocks, lights, fans, whatever. Although you've got more of those touch-activated lights up here for reading purposes. We do have an extra vent up here for airflow. We are set up for a TV in the opposing wall. I've noticed very few people are putting TVs in their bedrooms in a trailer. I don't care, personally. I don't have one in mind, but I tend to, when I go camping, I unplug. But admittedly, this RV is equipped a little bit nicer than the one I use, so it's more common someone here might do something like that. Now over here, of course, bedside stands with headboard mounted outlets for CPAP use and whatnot. And then we have a virtually imperceptible feature right here that's easy to miss. We have the handy little laundry chute. so that you can leave your laundry basket there, toss your dirty clothes in. When you get to your or when you get back home, open that baggage door, grab the laundry chute, close it up, you're done. And it's little smart detail features like that. There's a bunch of stuff I have not covered. This has all aluminum structure with the exception of those stamped steel rafters, laminated walls and floor. What's cool is this is essentially built like an ultralight and definitely has the weight category of an ultralight, but it maintains 2-inch walls versus 1.5-inch ultralight walls. So again, there's a lot of really cool smart things they've done here, and that's probably why they're just tearing it up in the business. So give us a call, 800-256-5196. Xlite RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.